A lot of faults that we see are need dependent. They're happening because they need to happen. Pretty much every week, we're able to help players solve problems that they've been struggling with for quite a long time sometimes. And they're struggling because they're focusing on the reaction, the piece, the fault that they see, rather than why is that fault happening in the first place? Why do they feel the need to create that fault? So just a couple of examples. Let's say you're struggling with a slice. Your swing path is too far from out to in. Oftentimes a left path, an excessive left path, is due to having an open club face very much in the downswing. So because the club face is open, you're then needing to swing out to in order to find a ball flight that you can play with. The problem in that case isn't so much the left path, although it's the most kind of obvious thing that's showing up, but the root cause that you need to sort of focus on is, okay, why is that face open, or why is that face so weak? Could be grip, could be a number of things that's happening there. But at the end of the day, fix the club face, path, or the swing fold will then change. Something that affects players' strikes, so toe strikes, thin strikes, when we get this loss of posture through the shot, we don't maintain our posture. Often players need to lose posture in order to shallow the club. Oftentimes, if we're not creating enough space and turn in the backswing so that we can create space to allow this club to get on a nice functional delivery path, if we don't create that in backswing, shaft gets quite steep, so the player needs to come out of posture to shallow the shaft. But in shallowing the shaft, it great, improves path, but we then lose our ability to strike. So coming out of posture again, it's not really a fault, it's actually there helping you, but not creating the space and turn in the backswing means the player has to or needs to come out of posture. So address the backswing, create the space. That could be a concept, could be a drill. Then the loss of posture is going to start changing. Then another one, a low point. So low point being too far behind the ball through the shot. So a lot of times this happens, we have a lot of pressure, pelvis kind of hangs back through impact, moves the low point too far behind. Oftentimes this is because in backswing, how we're orientating our rib cage to the top, how much we're turning, tilting, extending. A factor that I often see is when the rib cage gets too far in front of the ball in the backswing, the player kind of has no option but to back up through impact. Weight stays behind, low point hits the ground before the ball. So the fault is, I'm not getting my pressure through, my pressure staying on my back foot, but really that's actually helping you to make contact. If you kind of got your pressure through and your rib cage is out of place at the top of backswing, the outcome might be even a little bit worse. So in a case like that, okay, let's improve where the rib cage is going in backswing, how much it's turning, tilting, extending. So then you have the option as a player to move your pressure effectively into the downswing. The fault improves, but not by working on the fault, which is actually what's helping, but by improving the options or giving yourself more options in downswing by improving what's happening in backswing. So they're just three examples there of, are they faults or are they us kind of compensating and actually being quite skillful in managing and doing the best we can with the options we've given ourselves leading up to impact.